Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. Rigathi Gachagua yesterday destroyed William Ruto completely.
We have intelligence information that President William Ruto has voted to displace the Gema community that has a big vote in Nairobi by destroying their businesses and sending them back to the rural areas to deny them an opportunity to participate in the next general election within the county of Nairobi. And if William Ruto thinks and believes that his only problem in the country is the Mount Kenya communities, then he doesn't know what is happening in the rest of the country. It is not just the people of the Mount Kenya community that have a problem with this government, but the whole country. Targeting the Mount Kenya people is unacceptable, and we shall fight it at the risk of being called tribal.
And Rigathi Gachagua carefully picked the words he used on destroying William Ruto.
We are well informed of other targeted areas of demolitions that are predominantly Kikuyu, Meru and Ebu traders. These include Tsunami Market in Starehe constituency, Nyayo Market, Kamukuji Market, Ikoba Market, Molem and City Cotton. We have information that William Ruto has ordered persecution of the Gikuyu, Ebu and Meru in Nairobi.
Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua decided to attack William Ruto over the demolitions in Nairobi when we all know the impact and the effect of flooding which affected the city this past week? Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I want to reveal to you guys on this platform. Because just like I keep on saying on this platform, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted and executed to achieve certain political objectives. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua decided to go hard on William Ruto the way he did yesterday? Number one, Rigathi Gachagua is trying to incite the mountain against William Ruto. As a matter of fact, if there's one thing Rigathi Gachagua has succeeded in, is inciting the mountain against President Ruto. And I know Rigathi Gachagua is doing this easily because he worked with William Ruto. He knows William Ruto. He can predict William Ruto and the reaction from the president. You remember when Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, he did something which nobody else has ever done. If Rigathi Gachagua was just an ordinary person after his impeachment, I can assure you, Rigathi Gachagua would have been forgotten, or Rigathi Gachagua would not even be able to raise his head and his voice. But we are seeing Rigathi Gachagua turning out to be very, very strong after that impeachment. In fact, he made the impeachment appear as if William Ruto was impeaching the entire Mount Kenya from government. So basically what he was trying to do, he was trying to incite the mountain against William Ruto. That's number one. Number two, and this is why I keep on saying that Rigathi Gachagua is a very shrewd politician. Yesterday there was a joint ODM UDA page. Rigathi Gachagua picked that same day to ruthlessly attack William Ruto. What was Rigathi Gachagua trying to do? Rigathi is a very good communicator. Rigathi wanted to take the limelight away from that joint parliamentary group meeting. And in fact, that's why we're even talking about that event that Rigathi Gachagua press conference. He wanted to take the limelight from that PG. Let me ask you, and let's just be honest, how many of you remember what William Ruto said during that event? Of course you cannot. We can only remember what the youth leader, Oburu Odinga, said. Because, Oburu Odinga is very funny and Kenyans are making memes out of his speeches. And that's why we can remember what Oburu Odinga said during that event. But who can remember what William Ruto said yesterday during that NDC? Rigathi strategically wanted to take the limelight from William Ruto, so that Kenyans were now just going to talk about Rigathi Gachagua attacking William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that's politics and it's code. In fact, let me ask you, how many politicians have survived impeachment the way Rigathi Gachagua was done? How many? Sonko was impeached. Sonko has survived probably because he has money. Waititu was impeached. Has he survived? I can't say yes. Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, and it was expected that the government was going to overwhelm him. What has he done? Rigathi Gachagua has emerged much stronger. Why? Because he used it strategically. So what he wanted to do, grab the limelight, because he's a very shrewd politician. Number 3, I think Rigathi realized that William Ruto was playing games with him. And then he decided now to take the war back to the president. For those who've been following the political developments, especially in Mount Kenya, something was happening. William Ruto had stopped talking or mentioning Rigathi Gachagua. He left that work to one man, Kindiki. So William Ruto tried to reduce Rigathi to fighting Kindiki.
Mimi nashangaa. Wewe unasema ati wewe ni fire. Watu wa hapa nyumbani Igembe wanauawa kila wiki na wakora kutoka Isiolo. Wewe umeshindwa kutuma askari hapa kulinda Wameru. Alafu unasema ati wewe ni fire, si fire. Wewe ni fire za ngapi? Kama wewe ni fire, kwa nini Wameru wanaumizwa na wakora kutoka pande ya Samburu kutoka Isiolo? Mambo ya kahawa niliwacha, nimepanga shilingi bilioni 7 ya kulipia watu madeni. Wewe Soprano umeshindwa kufuata. Mambo ya majani chai umeshindwa. Mambo ya maziwa umeshindwa. Kazi yako ni kutembea na maharagwe na mchele. Alafu unasema ni fire, si fire. Ni noma, si noma. Ni Soprano, si Soprano. Soprano ni bure, si bure.
Wewe Rigathi Gachagua, nimekuambia uniheshimu. Wewe Rigathi Gachagua, nimekuambia uniheshimu. Bado haujasikia. Lazima uniheshimu. Wewe siku ile ulikuwa kwa kiti, mimi sikukuzumbua. Mimi nilikuwa waziri wa usalama, nilikuwa napigana na magaidi. Ukiwa deputy rais, badala ya kusaidia rais alete hospitali, alete soko, alete barabara, ulienda kupigana na rais, ndio ukafukuzwa, ukatoka kwa kiti. Wachana na mimi. Sasa mimi ndio nimekalia. Wachana na mimi. Nitengeneze Meru, nitengeneze Mount Kenya, nitengeneze Kenya. Niseme nisiseme? Niseme nisiseme? Niseme niliseme? Unakuja kuringia nani hapa? Wewe umekuwa tu dio, alafu ukakuwa mbunge one term. Unakuja kuringia nani?
And that's exactly what the president wanted. He wanted to reduce Rigathi to fighting Kindiki as the equals. So I think Rigathi realized that, okay, this is the game plan. I'm not forgetting. I'm coming for you. And that's why he finally decided to take the war back right to the doorsteps of President Ruto by attacking him. And importantly, I'm also seeing Nairobi politics. If you were to ask me, Rigathi Gachagua has the potential of controlling Nairobi politics very easily. He can easily do that. Because the modern has the numbers. Then the Kamba Nation are singing one term. Sifuna and Babu are currently causing serious political storm in the Republic of Kenya, which means these guys can easily combine forces. And if they were to combine forces, they'll lock Nairobi. And the biggest beneficiary, in my view, is going to be none other than Rigathi Gachagua and his DCP. So Rigathi believes, and this is what he's trying to tell these people, that the demolitions are targeting people from Mount Kenya for political reasons. Ruto doesn't want you guys to vote here. And the people from the mountain are buying this. Because Rigathi goes to be very specific that Ruto is targeting Kikuyu, Meru, and Embu. Why do you think he's doing that? He wants to incite them.
We are well informed of other targeted areas of demolitions that are predominantly Kikuyu, Meru, and Embu traders. These include Tsunami Market in Starehe constituency, Nyayo Market, Kamukuji Market, Ikoba Market, Molem, and Set Cotton. We have information that William Ruto has ordered persecution of the Gikuyu, Embu, and Meru in Nairobi through brutal, inhuman evictions carried out at night and supervised by armed police officers. If the demolitions are genuine, why are they done under the cover of darkness? If it is genuine that public land and spaces should be vacated, why is Western Hotel standing tall on KCAA land and other properties owned by corrupt city officials and national politicians not touched?
And apart from inciting them, Rigathi is trying to create fear in the mountain. People from the mountain in Nairobi. They want to make it appear as if William Ruto is out to finish them. This is the exact script they used together with Ruto on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta with success. You remember when there was that land, I think it was supposed to be some sewage line where they went, Moses Kuria, Ndindi Nyoro, they went and really incited the people about that particular land, which was supposed to be for sewer line. That's exactly what they want to do here. They want to create fear in the residents of the mountain in Nairobi. And the moment that fear will be created, what does it do? These guys are going to feel, okay, we need to protect ourselves. How do we protect ourselves? We vote as a bloc against this guy. If it's the governor, because Ruto Sakaja is his person, and he's doing this because we don't have a governor. If it's a governor, let us go and vote together. And lastly, Rigathi is still keen on becoming Wakosema, the kingpin of the mountain. And is doing this by appearing to be the defender of the mountain. As a matter of fact, what Rigathi Gachagua is doing, no any other person from the mountain can do. Can you tell me there's any other person who can attack Ruto the way Rigathi Gachagua has been doing? None. Even Ndindi Nyoro cannot do that. Ndindi Nyoro can only attack Ruto on facts based on what he thinks are economic blunders, what he thinks the president and the government are not doing right. But for Rigathi, he can go to that length. And he did this to Uhuru Kenyatta, for those who remember. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think. Do you think Rigathi Gachagua will have his way in Nairobi? Let me read your comments below. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.